Tell you what, though.
Yep.
I got something that will succeed.
Is that right?
Yep.
What is it?
Imagine, if you will, right? This all shit all over John Carter at the box office. It's a Willem Dafoe movie.
You're doing these still?
Yep. I'm persisting, even though the quality has clearly gone off from when we last did it.
That's okay. I enjoy it so far. Yeah, I like it. Do it.
Dafoe District. Or, no, District Dafoe, right?
It's just got the actor's name in the title.
Yeah.
Okay, so District Dafoe. I'm with you.
The year is the far future of 2014. New York City has been wiped out by a 200-year-long nuclear war. The citizens are all mutant-y and shit. And people are dying off radiation until a mysterious man with a vision builds a city far above the wastes of New York.
Above?
Above.
Is it a floating city? Wow.
The city is supported by 4 limbs, right? That, stretch down to the sky into
human limbs?
Wastes. Yes! Human limbs! For indeed the city is a giant steel Willem Dafoe. I give you District Dafoe, a post-apocalyptic film set in a city shaped like Willem Dafoe with a big head that looks from left to right, just looking at the rest of America going, ah, ah, I'm Willem Dafoe! Ah, really loud, so it hurts the ears of everyone living in District Dafoe.
Is it alive, District Dafoe? Is it sentient, or is it just a very well-made facsimile?
It's a very well-made animatronic city Willem Dafoe. The sun of New York City.
Because I was thinking, okay, so maybe Willem Dafoe became metal and saved the world, or at least saved the people from District Dafoe by becoming a city. That makes sense a little bit. But why would anyone make their savior city a giant screaming Willem Dafoe? Why would they want to subject the last of the human race?
I'm not done yet, right?
Okay. Yep.
For indeed, many migrated up the big elevator that goes up Willem Dafoe's metal left leg from the city below, the blasted nuclear wastes below, up into, up the leg, and it goes up his metal bum, right? And that's where the big meeting place is. So, and they all go in there, and they repopulate the world in Willem Dafoe, the big metal District Dafoe, right? I'll admit, I haven't properly thought this one through. It was mostly yesterday when I was getting out the bath, just thinking about this, and then I didn't think about it anymore beyond that. But for a while, everyone's happy in District Dafoe. It's like, yay, you've saved our lives. Thank you, mysterious benefactor. And that's it, because the city is ruled by a mysterious benefactor who only appears with, a cloth mask over his head, a bit like Cobra Commander, but changed just enough so he don't get sued for copyright infringement. And he speaks with,
Does he sound like Cobra Commander?
He speaks with an altered voice recorder, like in Scream, right? We'll probably get the same guy that did the voices for the killers in Scream, right? And he tells them to live, and all they've got to do to stay in District Dafoe is to not violate the rules. Trouble is, no one told anyone what the rules are. And soon, there is government oppression from the Dafoe bots.
What?
An army of policing robots that look like Willem Dafoe, and their heads spin around, just constantly spinning, just going, Aah! And that's how you know they're coming, and it will be a very tense and scary part of the film, because the freedom fighters, led by
Freedom fight.
freedom fighters led by Brendan Fraser.
Oh no.
And
He is such a non-entity in terms of having any personality. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Brendan Fraser is
yes,
the leader of the resistance, and he is joined by Harry Potter and
just Harry Potter. The different actor, but the but the character from the.
Oh no! It is Harry Potter, the actor of Harry Potter, but the character is also called Harry Potter in it. But he doesn't have a scar.
Yeah, he's good.
He doesn't have a scar, and he's not a wizard. But he is Harry Potter, and he is played by Harry Potter. And the sexy chick, who you have to have in a film, is Deborah Messing from Will and Grace.
She's older than me, and she's not trouble to look at, but she would be your starlet, your kind of sex pot.
Yeah. People won't notice. I'm going to draw a pair of tits on her forehead in, permanent marker pen. So they will just see that and they'll think, obviously vital, young, teenage, attractive woman, like what we're used to seeing in Hollywood. What?
So that in the movie, she just has, a black magic marker drawing of tits on her forehead, and it's just unexplained.
Oh, no, it is explained.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good.
Troublemakers are branded with a tattoo on their forehead, right? A big curvy W for Willem, and 2 circles in between the curvy bits to represent infinity for the eternal punishment that they get. Okay? And that's what they get for first-time offenders, and then if they break the rules one more time, they will just be thrown out of District Dafoe's butt down into the nuclear waste below, where they will obviously die from the fall.
Right, sure. Even if they survive.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it is so nuclear outside of District Dafoe that they will mutate as they fall, and it'll be a really cool effect as people grow, basically turn into a squid as they hit the ground, and because they've turned into squids, their bones are, non-existent, so they survive, and below District Dafoe is just a sea of squid, living in the air.
What? They're just floating around, just baking pies and getting married and having a life, just sea squids?
No, they just scream.
Squids?
They just scream.
There's so much scream. 90% of the audio of this movie is just going to be or it's going to be the most troubling auditory experience you can ask for.
Don't forget that throughout the entire movie, just in the background, you can constantly hear I'm Willem Dafoe.
A giant metal head just looking around with those eyes.
Red, glowing eyes. Because that's where the city's furnaces are that power the city. They're in his eyes. And the waste of the city comes out of his mouth. So he's got this big black smoking mouth and fiery eyes, and he's just going, oh, I'm Willem.
Whoa! I'm picturing the head being upside down too, when the guys from Deadly Premonition come at you. It's a little creepier because they're coming at you bent backwards. But you can do it either way.
I think every 20 minutes it goes upside down to let the smoke just sort of billow up, and then he's just like that upside down, and the head wobbling left and right to make it scary. It is massive, this city, by the way. I mean, it is as big as Willem Dafoe. Just imagine a metal Willem Dafoe as big as New York. You've just imagined District Dafoe. So anyway, the point is, these freedom fighters, throughout the course of the movie, they get in fights with the Dafoe bots. They liberate the people, they rise them up, and then they break into the citadel of the mysterious benefactor, right? Mm-hmm. They spin the chair around and they pull the hood off. Fuck. It's Willem Dafoe.
Oh, really?
And they're like, holy shit, I thought you were dead. because this is the far future, and Willem Dafoe was obviously famous in 2012, and this is the far future where everyone's dead, right, in 2013. And he's like, no, I didn't die. 14. No, I didn't die. And then the credits roll, and that's the end of the film. That's
the end. Wow. Is that letting someone know that you're alive or that you didn't die is, it's okay to do, depending on the conversation. But to end a movie on that, ooh, that's really going to leave people hanging. No, I'm alive.
No, you got to get this right, because this is going to be quoted up there with, I am your father and whatever Indiana Jones might have said. Well, a famous movie quote like, I ate his liver with wine and some beans.
Sure, I'll be back.
He looks up, right, with a big grin, and his hands just sort of wave up and down. His hands wave up and down. And he pisses himself.
What? Why? Is he scared, or is he just excited?
To get inside their minds.
It's a psychological trickery.
And he goes, oh, I'm not dead. And then the credits roll, and it plays that theme tune from American Beauty, so that the audience knows it was deep.
I don't know. I think it sounds better than Being John Malkovich overall. I think Being John Malkovich is a really good movie, but if you're gonna...
That's a good idea. That is a great... We'll call the film Being John Malkovich 2, District of Love. And it'll be like a spiritual sequel. Like,
oh, yeah. The spirit's there, for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, I can't believe I almost was too scared to say that one because it was shit.
You evolved it in real time in the show as we were talking about it into something that is definitely worth making. I hope Willem Dafoe
just that
hears it.
Twist, like that is that is M. Night Shyamalan stuff,
kind of jazz hands up in the air a little bit. He's wearing the robe. You see the urine start to just run down from the crotch of the robe.
And then it cuts to Harry Potter at that point, who just says, oh my god, he's pissing himself, like that. And then Deborah Messing just kind of gags a bit, and she goes, it stinks like rotten beef, like that. His piss stinks of rotten beef. And then Brendan Fraser says, I thought you were dead! Because he's Scottish in this film, right? I didn't tell you that.
And he's screaming it.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe is right next to him, and he's just screaming at him.
Brendan Fraser's character, of course, is called Ginger Bonnie Scotland in this. And he's got ginger hair and a beard, and he goes, I thought you were dead! And then Willem Dafoe goes, no, I'm not dead! And then American Beauty music, credits roll, audience. By that point, they've probably pissed themselves as well.
Oh, sure.
And it probably just stinks of old urine in that movie theater.
It's a weird movie theater to go to, that it's playing that movie, for one, and for two, everyone that goes there just pees all over the place. Yeah, I should go there.